I'm Davina, and this is my life story. I was raised by my dad. He's 69 now. I was born in Newark, New Jersey. He and my mother were married, I'm about to say probably like a year. And they divorced after that, so it's been me and my dad ever since. I guess I didn't start doing the whole rebellious thing until I was like 21. That's about it. That's when everything hit the fan. It was the drinking and the let's get tattoos, let's be out all night, let's not go to class, and all that type of stuff. And then whoop, I'm pregnant. I had called him up earlier and told him that I was going to the doctor out by the student health center. Not even 5 minutes go by and she's like, well, I'm pregnant. And I'm looking at her like, oh, okay, kind of smiling like this isn't real. She's like, no, well, is the father with you? And I'm like, we're together, he's not here, he's in New York, but yeah. She's like, how do you think he'll react? And I was like, you know what, I don't know. Called him up, told him, and he just went quiet. He wanted me to abort. He did. It was for more so financial reasons, and the fact that our relationship wasn't the best at the time. So it was like, well, we're not good and we don't have the money, because he had just graduated a year before. He's broke, I'm in debt, so it was like, what can we do? Like, we can't raise a kid, we can barely help ourselves, so what are we going to do, and who's going to help us? On my way to the abortion clinic, it was bad. I was in the back seat. Tone was in the passenger side, and our friend Claude, he was driving. It was almost like, I don't know, premeditated murder almost, because you knew what you were doing. And I didn't want to do it, but for the reasons I was going to do it, I was like, okay, we don't have the money. Okay, he doesn't want this baby right now, so why have a baby by somebody who doesn't want to have it, and you're broke? That doesn't make any sense, The kind of counseling I got from the abortion clinic, it really wasn't counseling. It was more so, okay, do you know your situation? How far along are you? What kind do you want? If you have options, and when can you come out? And then they would notify you when a doctor would call you and let you know, or update you as to what the procedure was, how much it cost, things like that. It was almost like booking a flight ticket or something like that. When I was walking to the abortion clinic, I've always seen the signs about that people that are protesting, whether this is what the babies look like when you abort, with them all chopped up and things like that. Because I did an abortion, was it March for Life in Washington D.C. when I was in high school, and I was always for pro-life, but when it happens to you, it's different. And the second time I saw those pictures, it hit me, and I was like, that's what I'm gonna do. And I didn't want to do it. And when we finally walked into the abortion clinic, it's like nothing I've ever experienced, I guess. Being in all different types of hospitals or clinics of any kind, it was just cold. They don't want to show you the ultrasound. I had to almost yell at the girl to show me, because I guess it's not normal for women to want to see it, or they're not in the policy of showing you. When they scheduled me, I was supposed to be 6 weeks. They said I could do the chemical pill up to 7 weeks. But when she did my gestational age, she kept looking at it, and she's like, hold on, I'll be right back. She went out, I guess, out to the front office and told the woman in the front who took our money how far along I was. She came back and said, you're too far along for the chemical pill. I was like, now, if we're going to do this, we'll come back at a later date. I have the number, we'll call you. So we all go out into the front, and we talk about it, and we decided we're going to go back and just make a decision. And that's when I was trying to make a informed decision. Pregnancy Resource Clinic helped me by bringing Antonio on my side, giving him the opportunity to see that we could do it, and clinic made it easier for him to realize that this was our child. He was a human being. He wasn't just a bunch of cells that had just formed, and he has no soul and things like that. The Pregnancy Resource Clinic provided me comfort with an ultrasound. It wasn't just trying to sway me to keep him. It was, we want to let you have an informed decision about what you're going to do. Either way, we're here. Doesn't really, and like yes, we want you to keep your child, but we're not pushing that on you. It's your decision at the end of the day, and we want to make sure that once you, if eventually leave us, that you're prepared, or prepared as you can be it physically, financially, spiritually, whatever, that you're okay. As opposed to the abortion clinic, which was, you're here, okay, let's get to it, let's rip this fetus out of you, now go home. Which is like, really? This isn't normal, this doesn't feel good, this isn't, I don't want to speak for other mothers, but for me, it's like committing murder and getting away with it, and knowing that it was okay, and that makes you feel even worse. And I guess even to the point, if I had gone through with it, at least being able to come back to the pregnancy resource clinic, I would have known that I was okay. I was going to be okay. At least I had somewhere to turn, even if my dad was mad at me, or if Antonio had left me, or if I had never had a friend in the world, at least I'd have here. So I just want other women that were in my situation to understand that even if you don't have a place like this, just to be able to sit down, think about it, weigh your options, and all of them, and not just think you're limited, and don't think you're limited to just people that you're around all the time. I don't know where I would have been without it, without the guidance, without the prayers, without the people wanting to help, just because nobody was twisting anybody's arm to help me. No one had to help me, but because it was in their heart, because they were loving and they were kind, they decided to reach out to me. Because we need them. I needed it. I still need it. Even if it's just to say, hey, how's everybody doing? I need to see a face. Because it's a breath of fresh air. It helps. In every facet of my life, it helps.